Hello one and all, I'm that UK gamer, also known as Martin, and I'm back with another video during this lockdown in the UK. And as you can see, time has not been kind. I'm getting hairier and hairier, partly because I don't have much time to do anything with it, and partly because I really can't be bothered, especially if hardly anyone's going to see it. I'm just glad that my work meeting calls are audio only, put it that way. I hope you're all safe and sound during these times, these uncertain times. Hopefully we'll see some progression soon. But just because there's a lockdown on and I don't have loads of time, doesn't mean we shouldn't be playing games. So that's what I've been trying to do. I've also got some purchases made on eBay, including some retro, and I mean retro, and some interesting stuff. So they're all going to my house. So when I go there, once the lockdown's over, you should start seeing videos on them. But for now, as with my last video where I showed GameCube games which I've been playing during the lockdown, I'm doing the same thing again, but this time with the original Xbox. 6 games this time. These are all mine apart from one of them. Try and take a guess and then I'll let you know at the end of the video which one is mine. So what I want to know is, before we get into this video, is there a certain console you've been focusing on during this lockdown in terms of playing it? Or have you been giving it a try across different platforms? Playing one game on one, another game on another? Let me know. Be interested to see people's gaming habits during this time. I've been playing a bit of everything, but I've had certain games for certain consoles. Although I am doing the original Xbox this time, I do plan on doing one of these videos for the Xbox 360 soon. Possibly do a Switch one. I've been playing that quite a bit. As some of you will know, I did pick up Animal Crossing, which has been taking up a fair bit of the time since lockdown. Yeah. If you enjoy this concept, or you do find yourself playing several games from the same console, why not even do a video response to this? I'd love to see what you're playing. Okay, anyway, as I said, 6 games. So, let's get into it. The first game. World Snooker Championship 2005. These are basically the snooker versions of FIFA, international governing body, yearly releases. Not as popular as FIFA, I think it's safe to say. And you all know about me and FIFA by now, I'm sure. But I watched a little bit of snooker, played some pool, but thanks to my girlfriend who's really into snooker, I've got more into it. Bought more of these games, played these games. Getting secret practice in, which she doesn't realise until now. Hope I get to put it to use. But considering when this was bought it was 50p, it's not actually a bad game. And to be fair, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, Sega. So that would, in my opinion, give you hope it's good. It is. It's got the real players such as Ronnie on it. Steve Davis is on it. As I said, don't forget this is 15 years old now. Really good ball physics, and it doesn't actually look that bad for an original Xbox game either. If you're a fan of snooker and you are playing the original Xbox, one of these, probably a later one like 2005, it's definitely worth the pickup if and when you can get it. Next one up, Star Wars Battlefront 2. In my opinion, this is one of the best games on the system. It's also on the PSP and the PS2, but either way, this is a brilliant game. I'm actually recording this one day late for May the 4th be with you, but there's the whole Revenge of the 5th, and I suppose Revenge of the Sith is on this game with Mustafa. Brilliant shoot 'em up, I've got to find. But it's not just a basic shoot up. You get teams 16 against each other. Clones versus the battle droids. The Rebel Alliance against the Empire. you get space battles, which it sort of shows on the back, with the forerunner to the X-Wing. This is a really, really good game, and one I would highly recommend, whether you like shooting games or Star Wars, or to be honest, I would just recommend it anyway. Really fun. The first one's good too. These are the original Battlefronts, by the way, not the EA ones. Big difference there. They're the better ones, in my opinion. Just spoke about Sega. Well, this one's definitely full on Sega. Outrun 2. This is a really good racing game, in my opinion. It follows very much the classic Outrun formula. Just go through the checkpoints as fast as you can without time running out, dodging all the other cars. This one has challenge modes on it, which is actually quite fun. Some of them are also pretty hard. It's got a whole bunch of Ferraris, and it's even licensed. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's actually the Ferrari badge on that car. Quite a few Ferraris to pick from. Not all red ones, there's a yellow one on the back. Unfortunately, it's not multiplayer, but if you want to do some single player racing, you cannot do wrong with this. This is a really fun game. And it looks really good as well, as did the snooker one. And Battlefront 2, to be honest. I wish that came out on the GameCube, actually. Another driving game. No idea why there's two CX labels on it, but Midtown Madness 3. This is one of the very first games. Whether it's this particular copy or not is a question. But Midtown Madness 3 is one of the very first games I got and played with the original Xbox back when I got it in 2003. Unfortunately, my one did come in a basic white CD envelope, so I have bought a proper copy since. But as I said, I'm not saying if it's this one or not. That's for you to try and guess or work out. But either way, this is really fun. Unlike Outrun, it doesn't just have fast cars. I mean, don't know how well you can see it, but there's a Beetle and a Mini. Custom paint jobs. There's a hippie light blue with flowers Beetle, which is my favourite, which wouldn't surprise some people, I'm sure. You drive through Paris and Washington DC. Reasonably big maps as well, actually, fairly detailed. You can go on the underground as well, or the subway or metro, depending on what you call it based on where you are. You get the idea. You also get vehicles like garbage trucks, cement trucks, and buses. And the multiplayer is fun as well, whether you're doing races or just trying to smash the hell out of each other. If you want a multiplayer experience, or not just fast full-on racing, just casual driving, this is definitely probably the game I would recommend for the Xbox. Shame Midtown Madness 4 was never done, never came out, because I think it would have been amazing. Would love to see Midtown Madness come back. 2 left. We've had one Star Wars game. Here's the second one. The original Lego Star Wars game. I'm sure most people know now that, well, firstly I love Star Wars, and secondly I like quite a few of the Lego games, particularly Lego Star Wars. I said this was the original one with episodes 1, 2 and 3, and I think, to be fair, has led to a really successful game franchise, and one which I look forward to new games for. I think there is a Rise of Skywalker one coming, which I have my eye on. This is fun, single player, multiplayer, where you do co-op. Just smashing things up with Lego lightsabers, using the Force to pull things together, put them back together. The whole comedy involved, so it's spoofing several scenes or events in Star Wars. And it shows how the whole concept of Lego as a product can actually translate really well into games and create a high level of interaction as you work out which bits to put together, for example. And also the humour, watching some battle droids get smashed into little pieces. Really good game, really good series, highly recommended. Last game, 007 Nightfire. I do prefer, admittedly, playing this on the GameCube, but that's because that's the first console I played it on, so I'm kind of used to it. Doesn't mean this isn't a bad game, still, at all. It is basically the same, so it may just be a controller issue. I think this is one of the better Bond games, up there with the original GoldenEye and Quantum of Solace, which I think is actually a really good game. The multiplayer on here is really fun. Although it's not based on actual film, I think that works in its favour, including the multiplayer where you get maps which are different but provide really exciting and interesting environments, such as there's one which is 2 bases with one small bridge going in between them with cable cars. There's one which is basically up a side of a mountain with chalets. There's Oddjob, who can just kill people one hit with his hat. You can just have fights with Oddjobs just throwing hats at each other. That's really fun. There's a really closed in small submarine pen as well, which goes really well with stuff like rocket launchers and grenades. I'd recommend that. It does feature the likeness of Pierce Brosnan, which is good in my opinion, so I think he's the best Bond. Fight me. Personally, as I said, this is one of my favourite Bond games. It's a really good shoot 'em up, but different to Battlefront in terms of how you do the shooting and that. This is more like what I'd call a traditional shooter. But either way, a really fun game and worth checking out. Okay, so they're the 6 games I've really been playing on the original Xbox. Huge replayability in all of them, to be honest, for me. Have you played any of them? What would your favourite be? Do you have any other recommendations for me? Thank you. I would also just like to say thank you for watching the video and sticking with me despite me not posting much lately. I am getting back to it. I'm getting round to watching your videos and other people's and commenting, so I apologise if I've been slow with that, but I'm getting back into it. And I promise you, enjoy this, not lull, but easy time with accepting my videos where you can, because trust me, sooner or later there will be a lot coming, and well, it's going to keep me busy. Maybe you, if you decide to watch them. I hope you do, but if not, fully understand it. But regardless, I want to say thank you to everyone, old and new subscribers, for watching my videos, sticking with the channel, and I think we're through for this video. I'll have the next one where I will try to focus on the 360, some interesting games there. I will try to get that up within about a week or so, latest. Otherwise, stay safe and live long and prosper. Bye.